there's this dichotomy that we always have a hard time like wrapping our heads around with Icosa Hedron staking, and that is there is a minimum, not a maximum, right? Yep. People still ask all the time in Telegram, you know this, they ask all the time, like, hey, I want to stake for a year, but it's only letting me stake 30 days. It's like, no, that's your minimum. That's your minimum. Just keep them in there. You will still get yield every day, right? You just, right? So
that's funny.
So the idea of this extra inflation coming in on day 180 is going to be very we shouldn't plan on that happening. I don't think we should plan on that happening. I think you're going to see a lot of people, take advantage of that to try to sell off their Icosa for some gains or use their Hedron or whatnot. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but the largest stakers, I would bet, just keep them in there, especially people using the waterfall strategy, because it does not incentivize you to wreck your waterfall strategy to pull out and sell $100 in gains or even $1,000 in gains or whatever. You wreck your whole strategy once you do that.
Well, I said the other day too, I don't know why I'd even pull it out. Like once the stake's in, like, why would I pull it out and getting great yield? It doesn't make any sense. Why, unless I literally need the money for something, why wouldn't I just leave it in, for at least
the time when
a lot longer than minimum?
I think it's going to actually kick in is when we see a serious price run. When we see a serious price
that's a good
run,
question.
That's going to mean that we have some serious demand coming into the market. And this sell-off is going to help quelch the demand that's coming in. It's not going to drop the price from the ceiling. It's going to quelch the demand that's going insane. So it's either going to come from that or it's going to come from the buyback system, right?
Can you just reiterate on that? Like I guess the question would be, what would cause people to end their stakes or unstake and mint their rewards and all that stuff? What would it have to? Is there a couple scenarios that would have to happen? I think you touched on one.
Yeah, price run up. Price run up where you already served your minimum. Yeah. That is where the majority of the inflation is going to come in when we're talking about inflation coming from the bonuses of the staking pools.